in the red. At the bottom right, in cross positions, we have the youngest player in the GSL.
Leenock for you.
Oh, look out! Oh, we spotted you. Over here in the upper left,
we have a fugitive.
We have our blue Terran, the King of Marines. Anybody? Any takers?
MarineKing Prime win.
There he is.
There he is. Those Marines.
Thors.
Those are Thors. Must be MarineKing Prime. Oh, there's a shot of him there.
He's not the King of Thors. He's the King of Marines.
Now, MarineKing, the only monarch in the GSL.
No, we have the Emperor.
Oh,
Service
yeah.
Boxer, yeah. We have the God of War. Does that count as a monarch?
No, that counts as a deity.
I see. How about Kratos Protoss?
Well, that counts as a video game character.
How about the Game Genie Terran?
Well, that's just a video. Now that would be in the same category as a Kratos Protoss.
But at the same time, Game Genie, there's probably a code to become king.
Do they still make Game Genie?
I don't think so.
I don't think they do. Looks like Zerg has breached the Terran's main. And what he's really looking for when he gets in there is he taking the two gases, or even one of the gases, or is he
making
not doing
barracks?
that?
What is he doing? Detective Drone is on duty.
He's got his little magnifying glass and his corncob pipe.
That's right. And Detective Drone and Sherlock Overlord is on his way to check the base out in the mid-game.
Yep.
Probably sacrifice his life to do so.
Now, he hasn't taken the second gas yet. We do have a factory, though, which makes me think he might try to swap an add-on. Did he see that factory, Artosis?
I will check for you.
Would you be so kind as to check? He did not.
He didn't, but, you know, when you're mining gas, there's a very good chance that you will see, in fact, a factory.
Now, here comes the SCV from MarineKing Prime. It's his turn.
Gonna see a hatchery.
He's got his cell phone camera out, taking pictures.
At SCV. Seeing the Zerg already has 2 base. Wow, it's just like I heard Zerg expand everywhere and quickly.
Can you imagine actually being an SCV and running through the Zerg base? And like, okay, I'm here, gonna go home now. MarineKing Prime's like, not yet. Now,
it would be worse though if you're like a Marine because you actually have to step on the creep. That must feel so creepy.
Well, do the SCVs actually hover?
They do. They had to. That's why Spider Mines didn't hit them.
Actually, think about how funny it would be if SCVs could. You see the little feet moving around.
They're like running as quick as they can. Hardest working harvester. Why do drones hover? That's the real question. That doesn't actually make any sense.
I know.
Your little side fins flap or something.
Now, he's going to go for double Hellion with Reactor. Now, what you can do with this is you can slip into the Zerg's basic kill drones, but also, and I think what's most important is that you're not going to die to Ling, Baneling, or anything that's actually good against fast expand builds.
Yeah.
That would involve barracks first.
It's a very solid opening, and you can transition to a lot of stuff. You can actually go into Blue Flame Hellion if you really want. You can just make a big group of Hellions try to run by. Zerg has to be on high alert against this. Leenock right now, his speed is almost done. He does have a Spine Crawler up. And in fact, he's going to wall in his Expo a little bit, which I like. And wow, is he actually, he's making Marauders.
Yeah, I was really caught off guard by that. No, he's not? No, I'm sorry, that's actually.
Oh, he did make
one.
Oh,
he did. All right, I was like, wow, I actually saw that too. And we're both crazy.
It's time to see if these Hellions can get in here. Not going to work. Good creep spread,
That's
good evolution chamber.
Great positioning with everything there. The Spine Crawler, the evolution chamber, the Queen in the front, the Zergling slightly behind the Queen.
Yep, Leenock knows what he's doing, man.
He's a boss. Factory on the way. Tank lab almost done. Looks like you might do a Marine timing push with siege tanks.
Very common. Will we see medevacs as well? I would say yes.
Artosis, Maka Prime's here.
Is he?
He's in the studio. Yeah, he just came in.
Cool. Yeah, there he is. Sherlock Overlord just checked out that expansion, saw that in fact it was up. 4 barracks. plus factory. I wonder if MarineKing might try to just hit a little timing push here.
No, I think that's exactly what he's going to do. Timing pushes are actually pretty good on this map because you get the siege tanks up behind the expansion, get a medevac or two there, and it's pretty hard for Zerg to deal with.
The timing push I'm thinking of, though, is maybe just a Marine siege tank timing push, which can be very, very strong, but you have to do a lot of damage because it's not going to transition all that well. You know, every stim you do is going to be very dangerous. And Leenock, I really like the way that he's playing right now. He's getting Burrow, he's getting melee attack to upgrade those Banelings and Zerglings. His Baneling nest almost done. And this is just such a great map to actually use burrowed Banelings on. Yeah, there's a lot of paths that they could go on, but it is such a long distance, it's going to take many, many scans to get across the map. Baneling speed on the way.
You know, one thing about doing broad Banelings on this map is it's kind of tough to figure out where their army's going to be.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's one of the... Like on a map like Steppes of War, if you actually get broad Banelings, you're going to know where their army's going to walk, okay?
But at the same time, they scan once and they're across the map.
Ooh, good point, Artos.
So I do prefer them on a big map. You have to be very intelligent about where you place them, though. That is for sure.
And there they are by the waterfall.
Spire is halfway done. Siege mode is over halfway done. And still no starport.
I gotta say, this map is so pretty. This is like the kind of place I'd like to retire on.
Yeah.
You know, build a little house here. Uh-oh, the Banelings gonna be enraged out.
Strong timing attack, Tasteless. Don't forget, there are no medevacs, so he has to go straight into the main base.
And also note, forcing out a stem on the Terran is very good.
Yeah. 2 siege tanks in here, 4 Hellions.
And 1 Marauder.
Yeah, and the rest are all
Partridge
Marines.
and a Paratree.
No, there is not a Partridge and a Paratree
no,
in
I
this
swear
army
to
yet.
God, I saw one in there.
So this timing attack, Baneling speed about to finish, a ton of Zerglings being made for Leenock. He's what I like about this is Leenock does have units in the middle, so he definitely can do a flank.
Now it's going to be all about spreading out the siege tanks, right? I'm surprised he did not actually have a medevac with this because of the amount of scans he'll have to use if he actually wants to kill the hatchery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
no, I'm with you.
It's just we're on the same page.
I'm on Team Tasteless right now, Tasteless.
Oh, nice shot there on the Baneling.
Good usage of the Hellions. Dealing some extra damage to those Banes so they die easier. Mutas are out. Good usage of that Spine Crawler.
Beautiful. Where's the scan? Where's the
man,
scan?
he's going to get that Siege Tank. Of course, Spine Crawlers get that additional 5 damage against armored units. Very nice job so far by Leenock. There are Banelings in the middle of the map, trying to stop everything from coming up. Leenock not paying attention to those, though. Still no
Holding
medevac.
my breath.
Still no medevac.
Yeah,
He does have a starport, too.
More Marines and siege tanks coming down. And I gotta say, as good as Leenock's hold is on this, whether there are 2 broad Banelings there,
Yeah. There certainly are.
as good as the job as he's doing on holding this, you know, it looks like MarineKing Prime might get the hatchery, and if he gets the hatchery, that is...
It's a very methodical push-up taste. It's very quick timing because there are no medevacs in there. And beautiful move, but Leenock trying to hold this off. Don't forget, there are no medevacs, so every stim is costly.
But he just burrowed there. Ah!
Bam! Beautiful explosion.
I can't believe he didn't see that.
Yeah, it's just
I was actually
very,
going to say,
very
like,
quick.
he's just going to scan and kill that, but no.
Hatchery looks like it may go
is
down.
going to go down. That might be something that Leenock cannot actually recover from now.
Yeah, he's in a bad spot. There's only 3 drones at his other expansion right now. Leenock actually not playing the greatest game of his life. He has 2,000 minerals.
Whoa.
I don't know how that happened.
That could have been a lot more Zerglings, and that's it, GG.
In fact, if somehow he had gotten macroed those 2,000 minerals into more Zerglings, I feel like he definitely could have saved that hatchery, broken the push. You know, he could have just made some Spine Crawlers, crawled them over, and sniped some more tanks that way. Make like 3 or 4 at once. You have the money, man.
Well, you know, the fact that he didn't spend those minerals means that could have been so many more Zerglings that could have potentially overwhelmed.
Could have been a lot of things.
Because, you know, what was interesting about it was we saw the Spine Crawler get the one siege tanks, Mutas get the other. Then I was thinking to myself, well, MarineKing's going to lose this push. Yet, he continued to move through there, and I was like, well, that's just as strange. I guess his push is very strong. But then when you pointed out, well, he's got 2K minerals.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was, it was a very interesting. I kind of like the push from MarineKing. It's something that might throw you off. People aren't really used to that type of push.
Yeah, like we said, normally you get like a medevac or something to spot.
Yeah. But it comes a lot quicker, so I think it did catch Leenock off guard. But it's definitely Leenock's fault that he lost there. 2,000 minerals correctly spent in that situation. He could have made so many spine crawlers, man, and pushed forward
that
like
was
he did
a
the
game
first
where
time. He could have done so many things.
I feel like that was a game that MarineKing didn't win so much as Leenock Foyu lost.
Yeah. Definitely some playing issues with Leenock there. I mean, he had 3 drones at his expansion, a bunch of larva, queen, yet 2K minerals.
Yeah.
No.
Well, also, it's interesting to note that he leaves games like that. Like against Nesty. I mean, he attacked, back up, okay, I didn't win this. Normally, because it's like the game's so important, you stay in it. Unless it's like, the only thing you can do is flip
Young
your buildings.
Zergs are angry fellows.
Yeah.
Hydra, Leenock, they leave games quickly.
They do.
They're like, I lost, I can't come back.
Well, I mean, he's going to have to play better on Zelnaga Caverns. I think this is a map that's pretty good for MarineKing.
It is.
We're going to have a 1-minute break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon.